Go ahead, Damien.
Let's talk with your thoughts on the opener last week. Going in with getting your ring and you're having a pre-game ceremony and then the game. How did all that whole event day go for you?
Yeah, just kind of coming out to the field after a warm up and seeing all that was pretty cool. But I think it was more so for the fans and for everybody in and around the stadium, and I think it just kind of gave us flashbacks from the past year where we were trying to kind of put that behind us and focus on the game. And for us it was like looking at the screen, looking at the whole celebration. You think about last year while San Diego's like, okay, let's spoil the party. So it was, I guess it was cool, but it was more so for the fans. We were just like, wow, we have to warm. We were joking around about like warming up again, and it just kind of killed a little bit of our momentum.
What do you guys take from last week, that game that you guys moved today?
I think we could take a lot of things. We had a game plan and we didn't execute on the day. Apart from that, we are the champions, but we also have kind of a target on our backs, and teams in this league play every game 100%, and no game is easy. And just because we won last year doesn't mean teams are gonna give us results. We still have to go out there and fight and go into games with a little bit more humility and knowing that we have to kind of prove ourselves again.
Coming up on a big week here, started Champions Cup with Vancouver ahead. What are your thoughts on how you guys approach this week?
An opportunity to respond and bounce back. We fell short last game, and we have another opportunity to kind of just go out there and really fight and compete and give it 110%. I felt disappointed last game. I'm a person that gives it my all, which I did, but ultimately we play soccer to win games, and to kind of just have that feeling after not losing at home for so long still stings to this day, really, and just looking forward to getting out there on the field and to show our fans that we're here to compete again this year.
Let's go ahead with, do I see a hand raised or Josh Gussman? Go ahead, Josh.
Condolis, appreciate it. You guys have a busy week this week and a busy month with 7 games and everything that's going on. How are you guys approaching this whole month, not just the game, because you guys are going to be traveling all over the United States and everywhere else? How did that work for you?
Yeah, just I think the main focus is the next game, and the next game is in Vancouver, and we have to go out there and try to get a result and play to win. We lost 3 points here at home, which isn't acceptable and something that hasn't happened in so long. So we need to bounce back and get those 3 points, and then rest, recover. And we have a lot of games coming up, so we need to kind of depend on everybody who's in and around this team.
It's an extreme.
Yep.
Right. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
No.
Okay. It's an extreme month, though. You guys may spend as much as 28 hours in the air just traveling to the games that you have to play this month. Obviously the travel takes a toll, but how do you sort of mentally prepare for that?
I think that's why we play soccer. We want to play as many games as we can, and we want to play in these competitions, which is a good thing. It's meaning we're coming off of a good year, and it puts us in Champions League where it was a goal for us, and now we have to deal with the travel, which it just means we have to rest, recover, communicate a lot with our training staff, and find the best way to kind of mentally, physically prepare for the next game.
Thanks, Edwin.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Edwin. Thank you for your time. Last year, obviously, you had a midfield core that you knew well. Now this year, the last game, Lucas is the guy starting. Just how's your relationship with him built like in the midfield, and do you guys feel like you guys are understanding each other better in training, and just how you thought you guys understood each other in this last game against San Diego?
I think playing next to him, it's obviously going to take a little bit of time, but we need to figure it out pretty quickly, and that comes with a lot of communication. not just this week, but the week building up to San Diego. And we have a good understanding of each other, and we're just trying to find what works for not only us two, but the whole team.
Yeah, and I also just wanted to ask you, I mean, you guys are going up to Vancouver, playing on turf. I mean, I know I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses for you guys, but just how different is it having to go up to that field and to that pitch and, you know, kind of playing in that condition?
I mean, for me, it's really kind of no problem. I played there a couple of times, and I've gotten results there in the past, so it's really not an excuse. It's no secret that it kind of takes maybe a little bit more on your physical side, but it's something that we have to deal with in this league, and it's the same for them as well. So there's really no excuse to anything.
And we'll go ahead and wrap with Sophie. Sophie, go ahead.
Hey, Edwin. When you were chatting to Damien there, you mentioned going into the next few games with a little bit more humility. Do you think that you guys, maybe being champions and San Diego being the expansion team, there was a little cockiness versus confidence?
I wouldn't say cockiness. I just think the question was asked about the celebrations prior to the beginning of the game, and obviously you feel some type of way based on last year, and I think, you know, we have to treat every game the same. We have to play every game with the chip on our shoulder, and knowing that teams are going to play 100%, and we have to do this exact same thing.
And finally, with the new players and a transition in the team, how are you finding the dressing room so far this season versus last year? Do you guys still have that same spirit?
Yeah, the spirit is there. We have obviously new faces that we're getting to learn on a personal level, and that's going to translate into the game. So, you know, we're all working really hard to have those relationships and keep the energy high. It's a long season.
Thank you, Edwin.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Edwin.